Hi, this is Alicia from God's Handling Mind Life Coaching Service. Well, as you know, I did a video about my friend John rushing at John's Car Wash. Well, he passed away, and I wasn't feeling up to doing any videos, last week. So I decided I'll try it today and see, how I feel. So with that being said, let's jump into the video. This, as you can tell, the name of the video is The Day I Played Hookie. And this is inspired by one of my young people who I was talking to, and I told her I was going to make a video about it. And it started all out when I was I think I was a sophomore in school. And my cousin and I was dating two brothers. And the young man that I was dating was in the service. And they was going to pick him up, for the weekend and bring him back home to our hometown. And of course, I wanted to go, but I wasn't allowed to go because I had to go to school. And my cousin told me, she said it was a skip and a hop. So we could be done, went down there and come back, nobody would even know. So I'm like, because I didn't know, So I decided I'll go with them. So what do? I play hooky. And I go with them to go pick him up because I wanted to surprise him, when we got there. And we riding and I got my little story, made up what I'm going to do whenever, I get back, in case I don't get back in time or whatever. So we riding and it's taking forever to get there, and it getting later and later, and I'm like, when is we going to get there? We ain't got but a little more. So I'm like, okay, I'll just tell them I went to the library. That's the reason I'm late. But the more we went, the later it got. And I'm like, man, ain't nobody at the library this late, it had started getting dark and everything. I got scared simply because my mother did not play the radio, okay? And I was in big trouble. But I said, hey, I done went this far. I might as well go ahead on and enjoy myself and worry about the consequences later. So that's what I did. So we eventually got where he was, and we picked him up. We came back to his hometown. And while we was there, he wanted to go ride and pick up something, he said. And he asked me did I want to ride with him. I told him yeah. So we went over to this place where they, where they partying at, where they clubbing at. So we go over to this place, and I don't get out. I stay in the car. He goes in the inside, right? So after a while, he comes back out the door, and this guy comes over there and says something to him. And he was like, okay, man. And he jumps in the car, and we ride off, So we get back to his house, and I stay in the car. He go in the inside. All of a sudden, this car pulls up behind us. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, Mama's gonna kill me. That's Mama, she gonna kill me. I'm scared, because I know what is to happen if that's her. But I'm so scared, y'all. I slid down out the seat on the floorboard of the car, hiding. And I'm listening to the woman's voice, but it don't sound like my mother. I'm saying, that's not Mama. So I'm just listening. And I heard the lady say, tell him to come here, and come here right now. And the guy went in the house to go tell him. And he comes out the door. And I'm like, what is going on? I can't really do anything because I'm in hot water my own self, So I see the two, I see him and the woman talking, and it's like she trying to get out of the car, and he pushing the door and won't let her get out of the car. And then she tried again, he'll push the car. Then I think it happened probably about 3 times, and I heard him say, okay, let me go and get it. So that's when he come over to the car where I was, and he jumps in the car, and we take off. And these people are behind us like hot pursuit. And I'm like, what is going on? Who is that? He's not saying anything. He just riding. So we get out of his town, goes into my hometown. The person stopped following us. So he's not giving me any explanation as to what's going on. Nothing didn't happen, so I'm not worried about it as if I ain't got enough to worry about with mom on my trail. So he said, we gonna go get us a room. So we go get a room, and when we get to the motel, they had a little ice box on the outside, so you have to go get your ice, take your ice bucket and go get your ice on the outside. So that's what I did. But as I was getting the ice bucket to go outside, he got on the phone, right? And he was talking to somebody. I heard him say, put your mama on the phone. So I'm thinking that this is my cousin, he one of the kids answered the phone. And so he telling the person, he said, go put your mom on the phone. And I said, if that's my cousin, I said, tell her don't leave me, don't go back home, because I want to go back home with them. And he said, this ain't none of her. So I said, well, who is it? Again, he's not saying anything, not telling me nothing. I go on outside, I go get the eyes. I come back, he off the phone. So I'm asking you, who is that? Who was that? It ain't nothing, it ain't nothing. So here it is. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to worry about it. I got enough problem worrying with mom, so I'm not going to worry about it. So here it is. He tell me we gonna get up, we gonna eat breakfast in the morning, and we gonna go shopping. And me, you, and my cousin, and his brother, we all going to the movies that night. So I'm like, I'm all excited. Okay. So get up that morning, we go eat breakfast, and true enough, after breakfast, we go shopping. He goes, he buy me an outfit for me to go, for me to wear to the movies and everything. So then after we get through shopping, we goes back to the house where my cousin them is, because it's her boyfriend's car, which is his brother. And when we get back, we all get together and we all headed back home to my hometown. So when we get back